I'm not sure that many people are paying attention, very clear attention to what is happening in the crypto economy. Crypto markets are performing opposite to Gareth Holloway's predictions. If you go and watch Gareth, pay attention very closely to what he says. Gareth Holloway is saying that he still predicts Bitcoin at about a bottom of $12,000. He's been predicting Bitcoin at $12,000 for the last 90 days. He's gone on many interviews telling people, hey, I'm still holding to my prediction that Bitcoin is going to fall to $12,000. And this was when Bitcoin was hovering around 22,000, 19,000, 22,000. And for the last 90 days, with the exception of one time, Bitcoin fell to about 17,800, and quickly, in a matter of couple of days, Bitcoin had jumped right back up to 22,000. That was when Ethereum had touched about an $850 bottom, and also rode it all the way up to where it sits now, close to $2,000 a coin. So, is Gareth Holloway right? Is his predictions going to come to fruition? Will he be accurate in his predictions about Bitcoin? It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. In the same breath, Gareth says that, hey, listen, I'm still a big believer of Bitcoin. He says that in a couple of years down, if you're hodling Bitcoin and you wait, 5-10 years from now, Bitcoin will be in the hundreds of thousands to $500,000 to possibly even $1 million a coin. So, would it matter whether you catch Bitcoin at 12,000 or not? I mean, sure, if it comes, then great. Many will probably make a decision to either buy it at those price levels, which I know I'm kind of waiting. I believe Gareth is going to be right. I truly have been saying the same thing, that Bitcoin in the next maybe 6 months, maybe 3 months, maybe a little longer, who knows, but I will probably get to see a Bitcoin at 12,000 in the next 12 months. I'm going to wait for it. If it never comes and 12 months come and Bitcoin is back up to like 30, 35,000 and 12,000 never arrives, then oh well, I've lost, say, my opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 12,000. But I tend to believe that it will. I think there's so much macroeconomic issues in the world that is going to pressure Bitcoin down to those levels. I mean, there is already, all the writing is on the wall, folks. All the writing is on the wall. How can you be blind? Even those who cannot see with their bare eyes can see. Basically, the writing is on the wall. All of these macro issues, my gut feeling, intuition, research based on what's happening, the signals are all there. Why would U.S. representatives fly to Taiwan to understand more clear what's happening with China and China's position about Taiwan? China has always wanted territory in Taiwan because it claims that Taiwan is property of China. Maybe at some point it was, just in the very same way that Russia is claiming Ukraine, that Ukraine was once Russia's. Let me tell you something. Alaska, which is U.S. territory, was once geographically part of Russia. Russia has always wanted to reclaim Alaska at all costs necessary. That means that it's never going to let go. Russia's never going to let go, and China's never going to let go, and other countries are never going to let go of the territories that they feel is entitled to them. It's sort of kind of like the Israel and Palestinian battle, the religious war that they've had on land. So these kinds of things are starting to begin to air out and become conflicts around the globe. And it is going to probably lead to a World War III, an era that none of us want to see. But if it does happen, do you think that the stock market and the crypto market and any other types of markets that carry trillions of market cap are going to survive? No, they are not. They are going to survive some, but not all. There's going to be an annihilation of industry. And so when that happens, when there's a global macroeconomic crisis like the one we're going to probably witness, it's going to devastate. Excuse me, I get passionate about this stuff. It's going to devastate these economies. It's going to shake a lot of people out. It's going to cripple many trillion-dollar companies, billion-dollar companies that will cease to exist. And when that happens, which I believe is close to happening, this is the kind of stuff that Robert Kiyosaki, other folks like Robert Kiyosaki are speaking about. But they're speaking about it in very general terms. Now, that's the writing on the wall that I'm talking about. And when it does happen, I am going to be first to jump in, because if you have the right picks, you're gonna probably do some, if you make some moves and some of your moves are made wisely, you're going to be in the top 10% after everything settles and the economy rebounces back to some form of normality. I mean, that's just what it's done traditionally, and I believe that it's what it's going to do after all of this happens. So, without really telling you 100% accurately predicting what is really going to happen, I do feel something macro is going to happen, which is going to cause a crisis. And when that crisis comes, best believe you better be ready to invest if you can. I am positioned very well to do so. And when that happens, I hope I have the right picks. And if those picks work out, Bitcoin's one of them, because I really think Bitcoin is the solution to global problems. And I think Bitcoin is going to become globally adopted, even more so than where it's at right now. There are a lot of things to work out with Bitcoin, but like I said, not only Bitcoin, there's going to be so many other opportunities. And if you're smart and you're doing your homework and you're doing your research right now, you're going to stand to gain in epic proportions. So will Bitcoin get to 12,000? I think it will. Who knows? But I'm going to be ready for it. In the meantime, all the advice that I can really share is, if you're a hodler like me, is dollar cost average your way in slowly until that momentous opportunity presents itself. And then I think at that point, I'm going to probably jump in with full force and make my moves, whatever moves I'm going to make, without breaking the bank. And I hope that when that happens, you will remember that I said it here first to my subscribers. Be ready. Be ready. I've been saying all this time, save, be ready, be smart, be wise, and most importantly, be safe, so that you continue to be in this kind of market that I think 5 years, 10 years from now is going to be a world game changer for not only people like you and I who are US citizens, but people across the globe. People who live in third world countries who probably can be liberated financially and be freed from the constraints of the monetary systems that are unjust to them in the countries they live in. Aquí el Angelito Galvez, aka Crypto Keeper, el Gallito de la Sierra, el Kikirikicks checking out. Take care, and I hope you enjoy this kind of content. Bye.